welcome back for another session on 7 life force hacks. Now, if you're with me this far, you must be at least a little bit intrigued about the idea that you can live a happier life without a lot of processing of your issues. And the way we're going to do that, as I mentioned before, is focus on our life force in the present moment and repudiate and defeat any attacks on your life force in real time. And after a while, it gets to be so habitual that you really don't even think about it. It's like swatting away a mosquito anytime there's an attack on your life force. To start that, we're going to do hack 1 today, which is called the micro/hack. In order to succeed at the micro/hack, which is really a setup for hack 2, is we have to have some way of judging how our life force is. So I want you to just take a minute right now and just close your eyes and sit there and think for a few seconds and say, if I had to rate my feeling of life force, in other words, the energy flowing through me that helps me feel alive and ready to deal with reality, what's that number right now on a 1 to 10 scale? 1 being, I'm ready to die. 0, you're dead. 1, oh God, I can't get out of bed. To 10, I'm ready for anything. So think about where you are right now. Let's just pick a number. So let's say you say, right, if you're miserable because of the shit show we talked about last time or other events going on in your life, you might say, I'm a 2. I'm a 2. I'm a 2. I'm a 3. Doesn't matter to me what the number is. What matters to me is that you start to have a sense of your life force in the present moment. Try to give yourself a number right now, and then wait a second and observe your thoughts. So we're just going to sit down with number 3 right now. Or sit down, I'm at 3. Oh, shit, I hate being a 3. Your life force just ticked down to a 2.95. Okay, you felt that little tick. That's what I call a micro/. Anytime you have a thought that ticks down your sense of life force in the present moment, I want you to become aware of that. That's all there is to it. This is the easiest thing, the easiest system that you're ever going to come across to improve your emotional well-being. So let's stay with the micro/ for a second. Let's say you have some thoughts coming in. You're like, I can't watch this anymore. I have to get ready for work. I don't want to go to work. Hey, my job. Tick, tick, tick. You feel it ticking down? Those thoughts came in. You didn't ask for those thoughts, but they came into your head. I have to go to work today. I have my job. Of course you have to go to work today, but if you'd done better in school, you wouldn't have such a shitty job. Oh, I did bad in school. So my point is that it's not one thing that kills our life force. It's this constant onslaught of subtle thoughts that completely eat away and diminish our life force. It's like the power of rain to wear off, granite over thousands of years. Hack number 1, which is going to be the gateway to helping you develop the tools to overcome these attacks, is called the micro/hack. And all it asks you to do is be aware in the present moment and identify anything that comes in, any thought that comes into your mind that diminishes your feeling of life force, no matter how small. It could be a micro/, but as long as you're feeling diminished and you recognize it, you have succeeded at the micro/hack. Okay, you say, there's one. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. There's another one. I don't want you to do anything about them right now. We're not taking action yet because we're only on the first hack. And we're not going to judge them. We're not going to analyze them. We're not going to play patty cake with them. We're just going to observe them and recognize them. I see you. I recognize that hit, that emotional hit. When you get good at this, you're going to find a very strange thing's going to happen from time to time. You know what that is? You're going to feel the micro/ before the attack has even landed. You're going to be sitting there and it's, and then the shitty thought comes in. It's like, boom. You recognize it an instant before the thought is even fully materialized. You might be saying this guy's nuts, but I'll tell you what, trust me, because if you do this for a while, you'll get that feeling. And you'll be able to deal with hack 2 and 3 before the thought is even fully formed. I want you to spend the next 24 hours just going, there's one, there's one, there's one. If you say, well, I don't really have a problem with negative thoughts, well, you probably don't need to be here. But if you want to verify, take a little piece of paper and on it, put a check mark on the left side of the paper for every time you have a thought that ups your life force a little bit. Okay, a nice feeling thought. It's like, oh, okay, I ticked up a little bit. That was great. Or a negative thought, a shitty thought that takes your life force down. And let's take score and see how that comes out. If you want to put a comment down in the box below, how many slashes are you taking compared to how many upbeat thoughts you have. And the last thing I want to mention about the micro slash hack, of course, if you don't practice it, you can't do any of the other hacks. So please spend a little time practicing this today. The last thing I want to point out is that you're going to notice something as you do this. It's kind of depressing to count micro slashes. Okay, it's even now it's depressing, so that's another micro slash. But the good news is you're going to realize as these thoughts flow in and take a little piece of your life force, you're going to realize, hey, I am not those thoughts. I'm the person perceiving those thoughts. And as time goes on, I'm going to have a lot of power to do something about those thoughts so that they don't keep eating away at my life force. But don't go right on to Act 2 right now until you feel pretty confident that you can recognize those micro slashes every time they land. That's the battleground. That's where everything's going to take place in the present moment when your life force gets attacked. And we're going to take it from there. So just do that one thing for me today, is learn how to identify every micro slash the minute it lands or the instant it lands. Okay, see you soon. Bye-bye.